Anthrocon, one of the largest furry conventions in the world, is in some hot water recently for some rules changes for their fursuit parade. What am I talking about? Let's talk about it in today's video. Are you ready? Let's go! Hi there, I'm Kame the Turtle, and you are watching Turtle Time. Anthrocon is one of the largest furry conventions in the world, and their fursuit parade is famous. But this year they've made some changes to the rules for how you can participate in the parade, and furries are up in arms over it. What are these changes? Let's talk about it. But first, let's run some numbers, shall we? Last year, Anthrocon has had an official attendance in excess of 17,600 people attending the convention, and their largest fursuit parade was recorded at over 3,000 attendees in the parade itself. Was the 3,000 just fursuiters, or did they include handlers or others who just wanted to participate in the parade? I'm not sure, but as more and more people join the furry fandom and attend Anthrocon, they need to make some changes to secure their place, and so that they don't have the fursuit parade balloon out to a 3+ hour event. I mean, marching from location to location. If you start at the end of the parade and you have to walk 3 hours just to get to the end of it, yeah, that's not going to be good. So Anthrocon did have to make some changes to this one event at their convention. And these rules do not apply to the whole convention at large, just this one event. Before I read the rules out, I'm not going to tell you if I think the rules are fair or not fair. I'll leave that to you, the viewers, to decide. I'm just going to read them out and give you my interpretation of the rules as I read them. Let's dive into these rules, shall we? First thing to take note of is the fact that they are limiting the people who can participate in the parade by having them pre-sign up before the event. And the primary days to sign up for it will be on Friday from 3 p.m. till 9 p.m. or on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's 1 full hour before the doors officially open to the fursuit parade meetup area. And by my math, that's about 9 hours you can sign up to be part of this parade. Okay, so you go to sign up, great. Does that mean anyone can sign up for it? Well, no. You have to be approved for it. How do you get approved for the parade? By showing up at the registration point in your fursuit or with a picture of your fursuit and everything you'll be wearing with it. Which gets us into the rules. All participants must have a costume that is anthropomorphic in nature, aka like a standard fursuit. The parade is not for general cosplay, like if you're wearing a Master Chief outfit with cat ears, you do not qualify for the fursuit parade. If you have a Master Chief cosplay that is clearly anthropomorphic in nature, like the helmet was redesigned to look wolf-like, you have a debate there. Next rule in place. Full-body fursuiters are encouraged, but not required. Partial fursuiters must incorporate additional elements in addition to a head and hands. Tails are optional. Examples include having feet paws, sleeves like what I'm wearing, leggings, or other costume features that define the character. No human skin should be showing. Well, if you have a little gap between your hand paw and your sleeve, that's understandable. They're more talking about large stretches, like from ankle to knee. All clothing and costume elements must conform to the Anthrocon standards of conduct. On the point of no human skin being allowed to be shown, wearing thin materials like a windbreaker should technically qualify for this rule. Is it correct? Is it wrong? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Handlers will be permitted to assist with the donning and preparation of a costume in the station area. However, handlers will not be permitted to walk in the parade. Exceptions will be made for handlers who are assisting performers with mobility issues, like if you have a cane or wheelchair, or participants who are under the age of 13 who need a parent or guardian accompanying them. But otherwise, if you just want the handler to go around with you just to hang out with, I'm sorry, but that's not allowed. Due to the nature of the parade lineup area, the presence of escalators on the parade route, and other aspects of the parade, Anthrocon strongly recommends that fursuiters whose costume design requires a handler, i.e. an oversized or bulky suit, should opt to participate in the block party as an alternative to the parade. I'm sorry, but if you have a suit that is more large body in nature, you'll be going around some very tight areas and your suit might not be able to fit. Likewise, if you have extremely long tails, unless you're willing to carry your tail or have a friend behind you carrying it for you, then it's going to be an issue, I'm afraid. So once again, any costumes that do not meet the approval can attend the convention at large and the block party after the parade itself. They have made a note in the rules. Even if a costume has been pre-approved, any costume that is determined to not meet these standards at parade time will not be allowed to participate. I.e. if you show them you're going to be wearing a full bodysuit, but then show up wearing shorts and a tank top, you will not be allowed to participate. Any elements that are in violation of our standards of contact, examples being tactical gear, fetish wear, etc., are not permitted in the parade. Individuals causing disruption or interference with parade operations may be refused participation as well as being removed from the convention itself. In other words, if you get too rowdy and start causing a fight, you are going to be kicked out of the parade and possibly the convention itself. So watch yourself, people. All fursuiters must hydrate before the fursuit parade actually starts. It's for your own safety, as this is actively in the middle of July in the United States of America, one of the warmest months of the year. You're going to be sweating a lot, especially since the parade actively takes place outside of the building. So yeah, make sure you drink water and green fans. They help. Seriously, no stopping in the parade route. We require fursuiters to continue moving in the parade except in case of emergency. Staff and volunteers are positioned along the route should you require assistance. Like if you feel like you're overheating, need some water, or you know what trip. Step to the side and talk to a member of staff or a volunteer, and they can help you out. No flags are allowed as they obstruct other fursuiters in the parade. Now that one's going to be debatable. If you can have a little flag that you can wave like this versus a big flag like the size of my banner over here. The banner size flag, yeah, that's not going to be allowed, unfortunately. Having a personal small flag is debatable. And no photography or video is allowed inside the lineup area. This includes selfies whether handheld or on a selfie stick. This rule is more in line with the headless lounge policies. We understand that these changes may not be universally popular, and we want our attendees to know that these decisions were not made lightly. As both the convention and the parade reach unprecedented levels of attendance and participation, it has become necessary to implement these new rules to keep the parade safe for all attendees. We are confident that the Fursuit Parade and Block Party will continue to provide a unique and wonderful experience for Anthrocon attendees and Pittsburgh citizens alike. So yeah, they're trying to actually limit the number of attendees allowed to participate, and honestly, I can see why. There's a finite limit to members of staff and volunteers that they can direct to the parade itself, and as such, they have to limit who they can put out there to keep everyone safe and relatively happy. What these rules was fair for everyone? Not really. Could they have done more? Maybe. What's your thoughts on these rules? And the reasons for possibly implementing them? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. My personal thoughts are, Anthrocon has to do something if they want to keep the parade intact as much as possible, as they were some of the first people to actively include a fursuit parade at a convention. If you want to see the video where I talk about that, that'll be linked in the cards above and description below. And honestly, I don't think they want to get rid of it at all. because why would they? It's an iconic piece of them, just like being part of Pittsburgh, and as such they have to take steps to try to keep it going as long as possible, in a safe manner as possible. Did it go about it the right way? I don't know, but I can tell you this much. I can see where they're coming from overall. What's your thoughts on this video? Let me know. And if you want to see more of my content in general, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notifications when my next video airs. Leave a like, maybe a comment, share it with friends, family, other furry friends you might know. And I hope to see you all next time. Johnny.